This next video tutorial is going to go over provider documentation in Meditech. On your main screen on your rounding list, you are going to select your patient and click Document at the bottom. This shows a list of current notes that are already on the patient. To view a note, you can double it and the note should open. You can click Next to go to the next note. Otherwise, you can select List to go back to the main list. From here, you can enter a new note by clicking Enter New in the top. It does default to favorites. If you select all, it will give a list of all the note templates that are already created in Meditech. If you notice, some of them have dashes out front. This indicates there are more free text boxes, so you can use your dragon for voice recognition. The ones at the bottom that do not have the dashes mean point and click. So most of the note template is point and click documentation. I'm going to select a note template, the progress note, and click OK. Before I click OK, I just want to point out too, if you click on any of these note templates in the top right, you can add them to your favorites. So again, I'm going to click progress note and click OK. This is what the note template looks like. You do have your sections at the top: subjective, objective, and plan. So once you are done filling out the subjective information, you will go to the next tab until you are done filling everything out. So if I go back to subjective, you can see some of the information is required to enter, such as service date and provider medrec. And I know this because there's an asterisk out front of these two sections. So anything with an asterisk must be completed prior to signing your note. So at the top, again, you have your sections, and then below in the green, you have your headers. So service date, subjective, and review of systems are your headers. You can click on the blue fields on the left-hand side to open up the header to document in either point of click or free text. So my first section is service date. It does populate to today and now. If I click in that box, I can change my date and time if need be. And then from here, I can click OK, or OK and next will go to the next field. So provider medrec completed, yes or no. You can put a free text comment in if needed. OK and next will take you to the next field. So the interval history is a free text box. So you can either type or you can pick up your dragon and dictate. The next section, review of systems. Again, this one is a free text, or you can pick up your dragon and dictate. Under that is general, and you can see to the right, it does pull open a point and click. So you can do positive or negative. Once you fill those out, you're going to click OK next. And same thing all the way down through, it's point and click, and select the one pertinent to the patient. Once I'm done filling those out, I'm going to go to my next section up here at the top, to objective. Same thing for this section as well. If the patient does have vital signs, if I click on the vital signs there, you can see that it pulled in. Same thing with orthostatic vital signs. Intake and output as well, it will pull in. This patient doesn't have anything documented. And you will go down through the note and fill out anything pertaining to this patient. The next section is orders. So if I click on orders, it will pull in the active orders for this patient. If there are any results, those can be pulled in as well. Procedures and medications operate the same way. Your current medications can be pulled into your note template. On to the next section, plan. Your assessment will go in at the top. And then same with your plan, it's free text, or you can pick up your Dragon and dictate. Our note template already had some data formats pulling in, such as laboratory, vital signs. If you pick a note template that does not have that information pulling in and you would like it to pull in, you can click on data formats and select the appropriate ones for this patient. Once you select what you would like included in your note, you can click Insert at the bottom. If you are all done documenting and you got at least the required details entered, the ones with the asterisks, you can do Submit if you're all done with your note. Otherwise, if you still have documentation to enter on the note template, you can do a quick save. If I click Quick Save, it will take me back out to my notes screen, but you can tell up here under Progress Note, it says Draft. So it has not been signed yet. It just was saved. So if I want to go back into it later on, all I do is find the note, click on it, edit, amend, and then it will take me right back into my note. If I am all done with it and would like to submit, again, I'm going to click Submit. Here is one last review of what my note will look like in Meditech in the patient's chart. If you do not require a co-signature, you will click Signed from here. If you do require a co-signature, you must select co-signer prior to submitting the document. I'm going to click Signed. From here, it should auto input your username, and then you will enter your PIN, which is the same as ordering. So it is going to be the last 4 digits of your social security number, and then you will press Enter. And now you can see my progress note was electronically signed. Once it is signed, you can do an addendum on it by clicking Edit, Amend. Your addendum will be down here at the bottom. And then same process, you will click Submit, enter your PIN, and then hit Enter on the keyboard. And then you can see right here, it has a little A in front of the electronically signed, just meaning that there's an addendum on it. So when I click on this note, it will say See Addendum, and your addendum will be within the note. And it will show at the bottom. So if I scroll all the way to the bottom, here's my addendum, date and time, and the note.